Our next guest is an Oscar-nominated actor who's been working hard for more than 7 decades and going for 8. Her new movie is called Thelma.
Down!
Son of a bitch.
Stay there, I'm coming to you.
Thelma opens in theaters a week from Friday. Please welcome June Squibb. How are you? It's great to have you here.
It's so wonderful to be back here.
It is wonderful to have you, and it is wonderful that America's newest action hero is 94 years old. I cannot tell you how much I like this movie. You must be thrilled with how this movie came out.
I am. I read this script and wanted to do it immediately. I had no idea.
It's so good.
We could do what we did.
So the story, would you like to tell basically what the idea behind the film is? Because it's based on something that really happened.
Yes, Josh Margolin, who wrote it and directed it, his grandmother is Thelma. And she was got a call about her grandson being in jail, and she had to send $10,000. And she believed it.
Sure.
And she started to do it, and luckily the family stepped in and stopped her before she actually sent money. But it got Josh to thinking about the scamming, the elderly, and what would have happened to her.
It happens all the time. And I have to say, there are a few things that make me madder than that, because it's just so awful. It's just I don't know how those people live with themselves. Yeah. And it's complicated, and it's like something that we're all vulnerable to. Have you had anything like that ever happen?
No, I have had a lot of my texts. They're always giving me these strange messages.
Those are the Democrats asking you for money.
Money, But they have, I mean, the addresses are very strange.
Yeah, you have to just not respond to anybody that you don't know, I guess is the answer. And maybe not even respond to people you do know. Are you computer savvy?
Well, I've used an iPad quite a bit, and I've used my phone all the time.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Now, I've never used a big computer, you know, like the computer thing.
Oh, you never have, like a desktop computer? Because in the movie, you use the computer.
And that was the first time I ever had a mouse. I really...
You never used a mouse before?
Never used a mouse before.
Oh,
no.
That must be weird to figure out.
Well, it wasn't. I was all over the place with it. You know? Like I say, no, you know, that's not.
You know, it's funny because that technology, we've kind of moved. I mean, people still do use the mouse sometimes, but not that much.
Yeah.
We're past the mouse now. We're on to the trackpad. You're going to love that.
Trackpad?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you after the show. Yeah. So in the clip, you're driving this scooter, and in the movie, you're driving the scooter a lot. Were you really? It seemed like you were driving the scooter.
I was driving that scooter.
Yeah, because Sean Penn and Trent were with there.
Yes, I was. I read the script and I thought, oh boy, that scooter is going to be great fun.
Oh.
And they had a stunt lady, and they were worried about me. They thought June's not going to be able to do most of this. So I kept saying, just let me try. And they let me try, and I was pretty good at it.
You were very good at it. You were more than pretty good at it. You were doing, I mean, there were some, like, stunts. You know, I don't know if you know this, many people are calling you the new Tom Cruise.
Well, I feel like an action hero.
You are an action hero. I mean, the truth is, the movie has all, like, the elements of an action hero, almost like Taken, where you get this phone call and something bad happens, and then you want to solve the crime, get to the bottom of who did this to you, and it's very satisfying.
And the earplugs, I love that one, where they use the earplugs to talk to each other.
Yeah, it's really it's just so clever and so beautifully done, and you're in it so much. I mean, did you ever imagine that at 94 years old you'd be the star of a movie from beginning to end? I mean, not just somebody's mom or grandma, that you'd be doing this.
Jimmy, I have to admit, I never imagined 94 years old. So it's all sort of, a part of my life.
How old were you when you decided I want to be a performer?
When I came out of the womb.
Really?
Yeah.
Right away.
I knew, and I always said, I'm an actress. It never occurred to me I wasn't.
Even as a little girl, you would say that?
As a little girl, yeah.
Who was somebody that you looked at and made you even, taught you what an actress was?
Well, I watched Western films on every Saturday. That was my films when I was little. And then I started watching other films, and that was where I saw acting. And then as I got older, we lived near St. Louis, and they had touring companies come in, and I would see shows there.
And then were you doing that, kind of local theater in your...
I did everything. I tap danced.
Oh, really?
Oh, I was a really good tap dancer.
Were you? Wow.
Yes. And, but it was like everything that I could, I did, in school. Everything that I could.
You worked on cruise ships as well?
Oh, yes. God, I've done everything.
What were cruise ships like back in, what year are you working on cruise
We were in the
ships?
60s.
Were they just
60s.
Beautiful, wonderful places to vacation?
The food was unbelievable. And it was all very relaxed. And we would, get to the Bahamas or Jamaica or one of these wonderful places. We were doing the Caribbean cruises. And we would get off, and, everybody would
look
sail
at this.
off.
We have a photograph of... That's you.
That's me.
What, were you robbing the passengers? What were you doing?
No. We had to play pirates once a week.
Oh, wow.
On the ship, on the going or coming. I think it was once a week.
And that guy sitting down with the glasses on is a pirate, too?
I think so.
Yeah, and
yes,
with the saxophone,
he is.
you got a saxophone pirate.
Yeah.
Do you think Joe Biden is too young to be president?
Oh, come on.
I can't ask that many people that question. Well,
too young to be president. He doesn't have enough.
He doesn't have enough life experience yet. When he gets to your age, then he should start thinking about it. Well, it's great to have you here. Congratulations on the movie. It's so good. It's called Thelma. It opens theaters a week from Friday. June Squibb, everybody. We'll be back with the